And this can be the haziest. Ooh, this can be the laziest. This can be the Swayziest Christmas of them. La 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 la.
How long before it becomes a standard?
Okay, so Patrick Swayze is working at the pet store, and he's voiced by
Gilbert Gottfried.
And it's obvious immediately. If you know his voice, you know it's Gilbert Gottfried.
That just adds to the joke.
So Patrick Swayze, voiced by Gilbert Gottfried, is saying that he owns the pet store, and that the horse is named Ghost.
After that movie I was in.
But then he changes his name to Point Break and last name Ghost, which I thought, Ghost, last name Point Break. Yeah. But then we find out that because he doesn't own a restaurant, he works at the restaurant, and he's being yelled at.
Restaurant?
Sorry, pet store. He doesn't work at the pet store. There's so much in this damn show. Pet store. But he gets called to the back to take. I rewound this to write this down to make sure I got this right. He got called in the back to take care of the cats, and then we heard elephant noises. What?
And even better than before, he says, we're making a movie in a back room with animals.
Well,
Patrick, be honest. You're not fucking the animals, are you?
Jeez. So, the elephant noise that you pointed out immediately says, when I rewound it, I had to know what the hell was going on. So,
judging by that noise, they're apparently making a movie with Roseanne Barr.
Anyway, so we find out that Patrick Swayze moved next door to Randal.
Yeah.
And it's good to have celebrities in your TV show. And Dante says we're not in a TV show. And Randal.
Now who's being naive?
Yeah, so that happened. I love the in-jokes. I do love those jokes.
Seriously,
They're very funny.
I would pay to see a sitcom of Randal and Patrick Swayze living next door to each other.
But it's got to be this Patrick Swayze. This one. It's got to be this one because it's so stupid.
And also because the actual Patrick Swayze is no longer with us.
Well, yeah. Well, in this time frame.
Yeah.
If you're not getting the Patrick Swayze, the Gilbert Gottfried Swayze is hysterical. Yeah. But so we Randal finds the monkey. It's patient 0.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know what the hell we're referencing, it's Outbreak. I only seen the movie once. Yeah. So what about you?
I actually saw it in class once.
In class? No,
yeah,
class
high
for
school.
you. What class did they show this movie?
It was one of those where where we're getting into the last day. So
why did they choose Outbreak?
I think it was...
The logic just escapes me.
I think it was because of the whole thing with Ebola at the time.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
So, yeah, Outbreak's a 1995 film starring Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey, Cuba Gooding Jr., Donald Sutherland, Patrick Dempsey.
I love the fact that on Wikipedia it's listed as an American medical disaster film. Well, pretty funny.
Well, it actually is.
I know. I just like the fact that they wrote that. I think it's funny. That's all.
Written by Lawrence Stewart and Robert Roy Poole, directed by Wolfgang Peterson, about an outbreak of the fictional Mataba virus, which was loosely based out of the fears of the Ebola virus at the time.
Right. And the funny part is they actually referenced this in Friends, because they have a monkey in Friends. Yeah. And Marcel leaves the show for a while because they really can't do more monkey jokes on the show. So they left. They took him off the show. Sent him to San Diego. We find out he was casted by a agency to be in movies, and he's filming in New York. Outbreak 2, The Outbreak Takes Manhattan.
And I believe they actually did use the marquee that played Marcel in Outbreak.
Well, that makes sense to tie in. It makes perfect tie. But that's the joke in Friends for the Super Bowl episode. That he's going to be starring in Outbreak 2, The Outbreak Takes Manhattan. That's very funny. Well, this movie did make $189 million, which is $995. It's a good amount of money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I was right. It actually is Marcel.
It is Marcel.
So, Betsy, the white-headed capuchin monkey, also appears in the sitcom Friends as Marcel, Ross's pet. Yeah. The monkey's prior role in Outbreak was spoofed by a poster showing Marcel as the star in the fictional movie Outbreak 2, The Virus Takes Manhattan.
I just had that,
Both the movie and the television series are Warner Brothers productions.
Well, that all makes perfect sense then. Yeah. So everything we reference for the rest of this will be from Outbreak, pretty much, except for like Jaws and Star Wars.
Yeah.
So we'll get to all that. There's mostly Outbreak references in this movie, in this show, I mean. So the monkey starts freaking out, and he's scared. No, because he's masturbating. Thank you. Move on.
But it's out of fear.
Of course, masturbating out of fear. Well, of course. Leonardo shows up because, why not? He shows up.
Alec Baldwin had a free day,
It's Alec Baldwin. I have a lot more respect for Alec Baldwin with 30 Rock and everything. If he was in the Tina Fey audiobook, I have a lot more respect for him after 30 Rock.
Yeah.
So
I actually have a lot more respect for him than his brother Steven.
True. Leonardo shows up to pose for a picture for Forbes magazine, as he says. Yeah. But why would he be doing this at a pet store, not in his office? Okay, he's doing it for people. Okay, why are you doing it for people in a pet store? Okay, I'm doing it for Pet Store Weekly.
Yeah. Yes, they officially now have a magazine for everything.
They really, you know what? In this day and age, they did. In this day and age, they legitimately did. Now, not so much. But then, they really did. So look, now the logic is the podcast for everything. At the time, they were the magazine for everything. Dude, at the time, at one point, in the late 90s, early 2000s, there were four different magazines based on the actual television shows, not even like Pro Wrestling Illustrated, like wrestling magazines for television shows made by the companies, and they were selling like hotcakes. Yeah. So it happens. Anyway, so Pet Store Weekly. So they leave. They go back to the little quick stop, and pretty much I wrote. This is where we paused it to write down the jokes. This got one ridiculous thing after another. Dante asks Randal to throw them out before they stink up the place, talking about the burrito still. And Randall's response was, I hope no one ever said that about your parents.
Oh.
What a dark joke.
Even darker considering what happened to Kevin Smith's father.
Yes, so enter Leonardo. And who is his assistant? I missed his name.
Mr. Plug.
Mr. Plug, okay. Mr. Plug pushes in Leonardo, who...
I'm trying to find out who voices him.
You do that, and I'll just explain what's going on. He comes in because
Dan Etheridge as Mr. Plug.
And Dan Etheridge is?
Let's see. He's mainly a producer. He's done stuff.
I know the name. I just can't think of why.
So let's see here.
I know the name.
A priest in St. Stephen's and Dogma.
Okay, that makes sense.
A deputy in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
So it all ties in with the Views Good Universe.
Co-producer on Biodome.
Sure, why
Seriously?
Not? Sure, why not? The monkey bit Leonardo. So, Mr. Plug asks for a rag and needle and some fishing line.
Because he's going to field dress the wound.
Oh, the puncture. The puncture wound. It's even better. In fact, he said puncture wound. It's funnier. So, apparently, you pointed this out immediately. Why was there no first aid kit at the store?
Well, I was going to say, they wound up using it all up when Randall shot that flare gun off in Dante's face.
That's said. I don't even know if that's true or not. But
no, I don't think it's true, but it honestly does sound like something he'd do.
So Dante runs over to the gas station to get a first aid kit. Okay, before we even get to the next scene, when Dante came back, he did not have a first aid kit. He just had like a Band-Aid on a stick. He came back with. Sure, why not? Well, but while he's gone, Randall comes back with the ridiculously gross ass steaming box of burritos.
Because there was a giant bee outside.
Yes. Well, giant bee outside, so he's not going to throw the box out. I'm sorry if I'm Randall. Just throw the damn box at the bee at that point. But whatever. We need a plot. And that's what we're doing now because Leonardo wants the burritos.
And even better is the exchange that leads up to this.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You do it.
What the devil are those? Discreto burritos. Why are they steaming and reeking? They're the expensive kind. I must have them.
So, by the way, it's funny about it is we are at the 21-minute mark of our episode. We're officially longer than the show. We're literally longer than the show we're talking about. But anyway, he goes and he actually says that Leonardo actually wants a burrito. So he hands him the burritos, eat the burrito. He starts to get sick immediately. Instantaneously sick. Yeah. Face turns green. Randall freaks out. Yeah. Because he puts two.
I don't think it was instantaneous.
Oh, it wasn't. He eats the burritos. He does turn green right away, but then he pushes him out the door, kicks him out, and he pays with a $100 bill.
Can you break 100? Nope.
Kicks him out the door. So fine. So then, 2 and 2 together here. The
wait, it's even better. Dante comes back with the Band-Aid. He says sorry. He says sorry about that. Sorry about that. There was this big bee out there.
It goes everywhere. I'm trying to figure out when did Randall put together the monkey with
Leonardo? This is after they. Well, no,
he ate the burrito. He got sick.
Okay, and they show up late. They show up, I think, a little bit afterwards,
looking for the hospital.
In a limo, looking for the hospital. Do you know where the hospital is? Yeah, it's by the city dump.
Well, then, where did the monkey thing come from?
I think it was right after that, because at the beginning he was convinced that the monkey had the botabovirus.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like, at this point, he sees him sick, sends him to the hospital.
And I think the calculation comes in at this point, because this is after the monkey had bitten Leonardo.
Okay, so the monkey bit Leonardo, he's sick. Doesn't put two together. So, this is the calculation. I have it on my screen, and then you can explain the joke that comes up at the end, because you know the story, I don't. So, monkey plus burrito plus green sick Leonardo. These are all pictures. I'm just writing out the pictures. Minus burrito equals a visual of Dustin Hoffman, which for me, if everyone watched WWE and they do like the mystery partner silhouette, that's what this reminded me of, the mystery partner silhouette.
Only here the mystery partner silhouette looks like Charles Barkley.
Yeah, which would have been hysterical for later on stuff, but it says, and then during this, they have a overdubbing of Dustin Hoffman, whose face is now being replaced in this by Al Pacino.
Okay.
Equals Outbreak. So what the hell happened here?
Okay, here it says here. Due to the recent lawsuit over the unauthorized use of Dustin Hoffman's likeness, the part of Dustin Hoffman in Randall's brain calculation will be played by Al Pacino.
Okay, what is going on here? Could you tell me when we were watching?
Because I looked over here, Dustin Hoffman when sued on photo alteration in a decision that could affect the way magazines satirize public figures. This is from January 1999. A judge ordered Los Angeles Magazine yesterday to pay $1.5 million in actual damages to the actor Dustin Hoffman for publishing a computer-altered image of him in an evening dress and high heels. In March 1997, the magazine used a computer-generated photograph of Mr. Hoffman in a fashion spread titled Grand Illusions, in which famous movie stills were altered by computer, changing the way actors were dressed. Mr. Hoffman's head, taken from a still from the 1982 movie Tootsie, in which he dressed mostly in women's clothing, was placed on a body wearing a Richard Tyler designer dress and Ralph Lauren shoes. Mr. Hoffman filed a $5 million lawsuit against the magazine last year, saying his publicity rights have been violated. The suit named Fairchild Productions, the owner and publisher of Los Angeles Magazine. Fairchild is owned by Capital Cities ABC. In his lawsuit, Mr. Hoffman also said the magazine had violated the Lanham Act, which monitors product endorsement, and that the magazine engaged in unfair competition when it created and published the photograph.
So that is... So are they legitimately being in trouble, or are they making fun of the lawsuit here?
I think they're making fun of it.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that I think they're just making fun of the lawsuit.
I think it's both. They're trying to cover their ass and they're making fun of the lawsuit there.
Okay, that makes sense now. They have to be making fun of the lawsuit, because that's ridiculous, over the top there. Put over the top for a lawsuit, but whatever, it's celebrities, so why not?
Puts it in there after Randall concludes that it's going to lead to Outbreak, he goes, "Oh my God, it's happening!" Just like in that Al Pacino movie.
The overdub was hysterical. That was fucking great overdub. So Randall is talking. So Dante pops out, and Randall says, "I'm calling my bookie on a candy phone. Broker on a candy phone.
That's a candy phone." Oh, and then Randall just bites off the antenna and runs in.
So he runs inside the video store, and he calls for a quarantine because that's a thing you can call for, and he freaks out a customer when he says the virus. So let me move on.
Oh, and what makes this even funnier, he just picks up the phone and goes, "Center for Disease Control? Hi, it's Randall." Implying that this has happened before.
Because why not?
Yeah, when you're on a first-name basis with the CDC.
You know what? I think everyone's on a first-name basis with Randall in this area. I'm convinced of that at this point. Anyway.
That's sort of like Quagmire on Family Guy. He's I think watching Laura stepping through a window. He's got no pants on, and then you see the window just slam down, and then you see him grab a phone. "Hi, hospital? Yeah, it's Quagmire. Yeah, it's in a window this time."
So within seconds, the government's here, and they're quarantining Leonardo. I noticed this before. This reminds me of the dome over The Simpsons in The Simpsons movie. How quick it happens. Yeah. Except without Schwarzenegger. As the president. So.
Would have been a better president, but we're moving on from that.
Yeah,
although the government in there didn't have the luxury of the Dome-O-Matic.
What's funny with the Dome-O-Matic, it's not a dome, it's a tent! It's a freaking, army tent!
Well, Tent-O-Matic doesn't have the same ring.
True, but it's just funny. It's a ridiculously big tent.
And even better is the signs all over this thing.
We'll get to that in a minute. Because we have those later on. But, so the government comes into the quick stop, and then Dante, they ask if Dante's in charge. Sure, why not?
And one of them introduces themselves as Major Baklava, voiced by James Woods. That's right. Hades is heading up the U.S. Army here.
Why not? We're doing everything else in this. Let's go with it. Yeah. So Randal pops in wondering if they burned any bodies yet, which I don't remember if this is an Outbreak. I'm guessing this is an Outbreak reference.